Hi, welcome to another episode here. Sitting next to me tonight is master mechanic, Ron Rhodes. Do a zoom. Yeah, sitting next
Hello,
to me tonight
Chicago.
hello, the world. See, this
Hello,
is
world.
streaming live on the internet tonight.
Okay.
Now, what do we do at Chicago Abate? We do a lot of stuff. Oscar, he's on the phone tonight. You can call in. We're at 312-738-1060. Tonight, Uncle Ron, as he's known around my house, Uncle Ron and Papa Ron and Mr. Beardy Pants, he's going to be answering your technical questions tonight if you call in, and we're going to be talking about motorcycles as usual. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Mr. Ron.
How you doing? My name's Ron Rhodes. I'm currently living in Bensonville, married to my wife for 20 years, got 2 kids.
What's her name?
Penny Rhodes.
You almost didn't remember.
Can't forget that. But I've been wrenching on bikes.
Wait, children?
Have 2 kids,
Thank
Emily
you.
and Zach.
Water bottles.
Oh, get that. We're advertising for water, clean water.
And I've been wrenching on bikes for probably about 40 years. Known Pat for probably 50
Or more.
or more.
We're old.
And went to school with his wife since 3rd grade.
What's her name?
Olga.
See, I'm going to get you here and there. I'm going to get you with a question.
I'm
that
sure
don't
you will.
remember.
I'm sure you will.
So,
I'll be stuttering and sputtering.
no, you're already doing that. But not from that end, from the other end.
Yeah.
Anyways, tonight we're going to be talking motorcycles as usual. We're going to be talking a little bit of politics. There's some stuff that we need to get done. We have somebody that's going to be running for state legislative coordinator. His name is Joshua Witkowski, a.k.a. Ski. Chicago chapter supporting him. So if your chapter is going to be voting, vote for Ski, not for me. And Dan Harper, we're going to be bringing him back in. At our next meeting this Wednesday, tomorrow? Okay. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock at the brewery. It's 3848 North Harlem Avenue. Come on by. You don't have to be a member to come in. Our elections are open, and this is the last night for nominations tomorrow. So you want to run for an office? Come on. You want to be the president? Come on.
Come on down.
It's been a long run. It's been good. It don't seem like 13 years, but it has been.
Well,
Yeah,
and it goes by fast.
it does go by fast because once you start the year, everything just snowballs up till May, which is our spring fling. We moved it to June now because May we weren't getting good weather. We were missing out on a lot of things because other clubs and organizations were having their parties on that day, and just a little turnout, bad weather. I was gonna say shitty,
Yeah.
but bad weather. Bad weather, and rain and everything else, but April showers bring May showers, not
Yeah.
flowers. So we moved it to June, which I think it's been better. We get better weather, we get more vendors coming out. I'll have more on that later. So, here's what I was talking about last week with Andrew Lago, a.k.a. Andy Lago. We're talking about whether or not it's time to put your bike away for the season. And if you're not putting your bike away for the season, what kind of problems can you face out on the streets right now?
Well, right now, with the elements changing, you could face either rain, snow, sleet. You have to watch out for traffic, of course, and especially the people that aren't paying attention.
Also, my worst enemy, the worst enemy I have when it's like this outside is them little brown things that fall off the trees.
Leaves.
They are slippery as hell.
Yep.
And that's not a joke. I mean, one leaf you can go to stop on, and, oh, by the way, we are taking text, so the live stream is offline. I can't see the show. Oscar, fix the live stream. I lost it.
Actually, what happens with leaves is in cold weather like this, when they're on the ground, what they do is they freeze and frost. If you're riding and if you riding on top of the leaves, if you hit your brakes, you could slide and skid and wipe out. So you need to really pay attention.
And that's with just
where you're
one
riding.
tire on.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to have both tires on there.
Yeah.
You could go to turn and there could be a couple leaves.
Just like gravel.
In your turn, you're going to go sliding. So you got to watch for that. Wear the proper equipment. Wear boots.
Wear gloves.
Don't go out in your socks and sandals riding like
Joe Schmo.
No, in your white gym shoes and assless chaps and that vest, thinking that you're cool like a TV show.
Like you do.
Since I got bigger, I dropped the assless chaps. I wear
Except
what they
for at
call
home.
a mong. It's called a mong. That's a man thong.
Oh.
That's all I wear now.
Is that with spikes?
But I wear my boots.
Is that with spikes?
I don't even know Spike. I do wear my boots, okay, even if I'm half naked on the bike, I'm still wearing boots.
Exactly.
Seriously, gear up for the ride. Gear up for the ride, prepare for the slide.
Exactly.
I just made that up.
That's
Just
good.
made that up.
That's good.
Because it doesn't matter. On dry land, seriously, you can skid. Your bald-ass tires that you never checked, and you go, next season, you know what? Harley's going to be doing a deal probably at the end of the season, so I'll get tires then. You put the bike up, you brought it out, you rode Toys for Tots, you put it back home, you went out riding another season on bald tires.
Yep. And
You know who's the worst at that?
You. And
Seriously.
the thing is, with most people, the most neglected thing is checking their tires, checking the air in their tires, checking the oil. And one of the main things is to always check your air.
Brake lines.
Brake lines, brake
Don't
fluid.
be putting .3 and .5. Don't mix
Yeah.
those up.
Don't splice any wires, whatever you do.
Wow, we got to go there. So one time, I call a friend of mine and say, there's a problem with my headlight. Can you come over? He comes over. He says, splice those wires.
And then
So I took the wire cutter and went right through them all.
every single one of them.
You weren't very specific that day.
I should have been.
So not having access to a soldering gun
Anything.
and anything like
Extension
that,
cord.
we rolled the bike to my father's restaurant, and we're holding the bike up with an extension cord, with the soldering iron, trying to solder
All the wires that he cut.
all the wires that I was told to cut. Oh, we have a call. Hello, who's calling? We are on the TV show live. Yes, how can I help you?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Uncle Ron's with me.
That's
Hello.
awesome. How's TV show going?
Well, it's going nice. Did you call to be on the TV show and ask Uncle Ron a question about motorcycles?
I do have a question about motorcycles.
Okay. They have two
Are
tires.
motorcycles, huh?
Go ahead.
Are they allowed to have blue lights on the taillight?
Actually, those are illegal. If you get pulled over by some Chicago cops, they might write you a ticket, but sometimes you'll get away with it.
Me. Somebody call on me. Okay. Okay, so.
Thank you for that information.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
so I'm going to answer your question even better than Uncle Ron did, because in the state of Illinois now, it is legal to have blue dot lenses.
Really?
Yes, that is something that your Abate people did for you down in Springfield Oscar, was it 2 years ago or last year? It was something
I think it was last year.
yeah, we just got it passed. We had that, and accent lighting was passed.
Oh, really?
So you can have, oh man,
Well, you know what?
these Abate guys, they're something else.
Yeah, they are.
They're sons of bitches.
They're really something else.
They're really something.
You know, especially with the accent lighting. Everybody wants that.
You know what? I do want it. There was a problem. I don't know if it was the state police. Dan Harper, if you're watching, call in, because you know a little bit more about that than I do, but not as much as I want to know. So I think it was the state police. They were fighting on the red or blue, right? They didn't care about the greens and the yellows and the purples that morph into like different colors.
They just
But
wanted for police.
They said no
lights.
red and blue is how I remember the bill going through, and you guys can look that up. Just go to Illinois.gov and just type in blue dot or type in accent lighting for motorcycles, and it'll come to that.
Well,
Christina, that was a good question.
Yeah, very, very good question. What people probably think of is on the expressway, if you're riding with blue or red lights, is that you might be a police officer.
Right.
And pulling over, they might pull over, possibly get into an accident or cause an accident, so that's probably why they don't want the blue or red.
I do agree with the accent lighting. I want to put them on my bike, but
Well,
I've seen
it makes
bikes
you
where
more,
there's-
it makes you more visible.
there's too many. And I think it was you that told me about that piece that goes in underneath the seat between the,
The rear tail, the rear harness and the main
Right.
harness.
and I never knew that. I'm pretty sure it was you when you made me buy the damn part, and you didn't give it to me for free. And I put that in, and I honestly couldn't believe it, because I look at my garage door, when I start the
Oh,
bike.
yeah.
And it went from a light to lights on the back,
Yep.
and
It makes all your
It
rear
is.
turn signals, running, brake, and turn signals. It gives more lighting out in the back, which basically a lot of people need to see because half of them out there are blind.
and that kit came with the red lenses too.
New lenses.
Yeah, so,
Yep.
I mean, sell your old lenses on eBay or put them away in case you crack a lens. It's no big deal. And speaking of blue dots, you can blue dot those lenses too if you wanted to. And speaking of blue dots, when I was moving everything out to build a new garage, I found a pack of glass blue dots. There's
No
like
way.
5 or 8 of them in there. They're glass.
Those are original, rear, and
Yes,
rare.
I do have those. So if you need one, you're more than welcome to it.
Yeah.
Put one on the
Why-
back of
why,
your
thank
head.
you. Yeah.
Put one on your head. So, yes, Christina, very, very good phone call there. Very good question. Back to preparing to ride your bike in the wintertime. Yes, there is a difference between winter air in your tire and summer air.
Yes, there is.
Denise,
Always
you
check
know
it.
what I'm telling you.
Always check it. Always
So-
check your air pressures.
While we're on the subject, any update on Denise? How's she doing?
That I don't know.
Okay, we'll get
Yep.
back to you on Denise. No, that's why I just asked you. I asked you.
Oh,
So, anyways, I did do that to one of the girls we know. She was asking me about should she change the air in her tire, and being cocky as usual, and I just said, yeah, I said there's a big difference. You got to take out the summer air and put in the winter air for your tires. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to ride right. And she was pissed at me.
when she found out, yep.
Offline again. We're having technical difficulties with our online feed, but Oscar,
We tried, but he couldn't get it going.
that's okay. Oscar says he can't get it up. Don't know what the hell he's talking about. And Oscar's a freaky dude. Okay, Leon, I understand. Anyways, there are other things that you should consider when you're getting your bike ready. How's your seat? How old is your seat? Did you have to have that Gucci ass, was it Iron Horse?
Big butt
Seat.
plug.
Yeah, that thin ass seat that looks real cool, but you can't
Yeah,
ride
it's hard as
100
a
miles
rock.
without your ass hurting. Yeah. Change your seat up. Makes a big difference in the ride. I bought that. Well, my bike came with that Zeppelin seat. I will not ride a bike without that seat again. In fact, I just replaced it with
Yeah.
another one.
Those
Yes.
are nice. They have airbags in them. They're adjustable for the passenger, the rider.
You got 3 adjustments on the rider's seat. You got one in the sack, right by your sack, pushes it up. One in the middle, and one in the back. Big difference in riding. I mean, you could change it. It's on your accessory. Just hit it right back here, I believe. And then your passenger seat. The wife likes that. That's very comfortable. You can make it a stiff ride, a softer ride. Yes, going through Missouri, changed it a lot.
Yeah, I bet. Seats do make the ride more comfortable, especially if you're going on long hauls. You want to have a nice, comfortable seat. Otherwise, if it's a stiff rock, that's basically what you're going to be feeling, like you're sitting on a stiff rock. Also, what you want to do is check your lights periodically. Make sure that your lighting everything is functioning properly.
Light on your bags.
Everything.
Rear.
Turn signals, brake lights, front headlight, high, low beam, low beam, front and rear brake lights, especially. And what they have out there now is